All right, can you hear me now? Listen, I'm sitting up here. All right, thank y'all for tuning in. We are going to be talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta drama. All right, so before we get into it, I'm sharing because y'all already know sharing is caring. If you are into this type of content, make sure that you leave a like down here. And we're going to get started in one quick second. Make sure that y'all are dropping in the comments, letting me know that you're here. Have y'all heard about what's happening with the Real Housewives of Atlanta? If not, don't worry about it because I'm going to tell you everything that's going on. Trust me. According to the blogs. I got my charger over here already.
I got a USB adapter.
Oh no, I'm good. I'm good. Okay. I'm almost done sharing, you guys, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. While I'm sharing, I tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to quickly shout out to one of the people who I am affiliated with, the Rev Air Reverse Air Blow Dryer. So I'm going to let y'all see this quick little review that I made about this blow dryer while I finish sharing, and make sure that y'all are sharing as well because I want to get in here and talk about it. My thoughts on the Rev Air Dryer. I think that it's amazing and how it cuts the time for blow drying. Got my hair pretty straight. It could always be straighter if I did use my blow dryer and a Denman brush. It definitely got my hair to about a 7 or 8. So if I were to want to straighten it out and silk it out, you know, it would be no problem to do with a flat iron. Also, the settings that I used was the high heat and high tension settings. So high heat and then a level 7 on the tension. That's what really pulls it nice and straight. Now I have 3C 4A hair, so if you have any kind of 4A, 4B, 4C hair, don't even play, just go ahead and put it on high everything and silk that thing on out if you are wanting it straight. It was perfect for this style. I still have body, I still have movement, and literally I did my whole head in like maybe 10 minutes, 15 tops, and I don't even think it took that long. If it took that long, it was because it was my first time and I just had to kind of get like adjusted. One negative thing is just the size of the blow dryer. Now it is a pretty bulky blow dryer in comparison to like my in-salon blow dryers. However, it does come with the stand and it does have a very long cord, so if you want to like set the base on the bottom of maybe your station and then just set the stand on the top of your station and use it like that, you're able to do so. So I think that's nice. That's just the one kind of con about the whole thing. It's just how bulky the unit itself is. But other than that, I have no negatives about the Rev Air. I'm very satisfied with it. I'll probably be blow drying my hair a bit more than I normally do, just because now it's a lot easier. It's way easier than using a comb attachment, and 100 times easier than using a Denman brush, which is what I would normally do to blow dry my hair, which is why I don't blow dry my hair. But if you have used the Rev Air, if you would like to try the Rev Air, make sure you head over to their website. Thank y'all for tuning in.
All right, you guys. So I hope y'all enjoyed that. Remember, if you want to try out the Rev Air, you can always visit the website, use my coupon code BEAUTY, and you will get 10% off of your purchase, whether that's for the blow dryer or the products that they sell. All right. Now that we done got all of that out the way, we are going to go ahead and talk about this Real Housewives of Atlanta drama. Please let me know if you've heard about it. And again, if you haven't, don't worry, because I'm going to show it. I'm going to break it all down. Break it all down for you today. All right. So for those of you who do not know, today is Cynthia Bailey's wedding. She had a wedding earlier at a country club in Atlanta, marrying Mike Hill, their hashtag chill. And for Cynthia's bachelorette party, they took a trip to Charleston, South Carolina. Hey, Coco. Yes, so they took a trip to Charleston, South Carolina, and apparently the trip got a little bit wild. So let me pull up the article because I don't want to misquote. Again, this is all allegedly, and my sources from this comes straight from Gossip. So these ain't my words, these are Gossip words. Okay. According to Gossip, it says, who done it? That's the question fans are asking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta stripper scandal, allegedly involving 2 stars on the show. As previously reported by Page 6, allegedly that during the season 13 cash trip to Charleston, South Carolina, the ladies celebrated Cynthia Bailey's forthcoming nuptials to Mike Hill with the bachelorette party. During the wild and apparently wet affair, the things allegedly escalated into some drunk girl-on-girl oral sex action while cameras rolled before the 2 ladies allegedly had sex with a male stripper hired for the party. Let's see. It says, quote, I was hearing all these noises, sex talk, and F me harder, the source said to Page 6, adding that at least one other person allegedly heard them getting it in for about an hour. She also said when she thought they were finished, they started back up again. Since then, several ladies have denied being the hot and heavy housewives in question. So I'm going to show y'all this so y'all can see the responses, because a lot of the ladies did respond. Hey, Mila's Mind. Hey, Mila's Mind. Okay, so I'm going to show you. Let me share my screen so I can show y'all their responses. Okay. So someone tweeted or Instagrammed, who was the girl on girl? Please tell me not Candy. And Kenya Moore responded, not Candy. Then Kenya Moore here, as you can see, let's see, she put on her page something about, let's see, stop playing. I wasn't the one riding the bull. It wasn't me. Hashtag it wasn't me at Kenya Moore Hair. Marlo also shared a video on her page singing along to Shaggy's 2000 hit, It Wasn't Me. I can't play it because I don't want them to flag me. And then she says, oh, this used to be my jam. Hashtag it wasn't me. New housewife, LaToya Forever. There she is there. She puts falling in love with myself all over again. And then she had also put on her story, hashtag it wasn't me. Newbie Fallon, I don't know, Gubadia, I don't know, denied being involved on her Insta story, saying just me minding my business in Miami, not involved in no bachelorette nonsense. All right. Then we have Drew Sidora's response. She shared a family friendly picture, and her page captioned, "My foundation is rock solid," seemingly hinting at her not cheating on her husband. Okay, so those were the housewives and their responses. Before we continue, let me drop this off the screen and see what y'all are saying. Coco says, "I wonder what really happened. Don't we all?" Um, oh, I see a lot of eyes, honey. Gossip in the City said it's a stunt to get views since Nini's gone. I want you to hold that thought because we're going to talk about it. Um, yes, Latoya Forever is a YouTuber, Silky. I don't know her personally. You know, I don't watch her stuff, but she is a YouTuber and she's made it all the way to Bravo. Cliff says they're all dry snitching. So, who was it? Love B. Scott actually on his podcast. I did not pull the clip from his podcast, but he is allegedly the one who broke the story to begin with. And after a lot of confusion, because this story broke on Thursday. So after a little bit of confusion, Love B. Scott came out yesterday and decided to clear it up. Because at first, all we heard was that there were two housewives that were, you know, that were engaging in this type of activity. So on first glance, on first thought, I was like, okay, well, who could the two people be? I'm not gonna lie. My first thought was Portia, but I didn't know who the second person would be because I'm like, okay, maybe it's one of the new people. Um, you know, but Love B. Scott went on and said that he could not let all of this internet fodder be on the streets without addressing who it was. And he is the one who broke the lid on who it was. So before we get into who it was, I'm going to read y'all's comments. Coco says, if it really happened, I definitely think Portia. She a low-key freak. LOL. She was the first person that came in my mind. I'm not going to lie. I was like, okay, Portia. And who's the next person? Because if you think about it, they said that there were about 9 or 10 people there on the trip. I'm just saying, I'm with you. There are about 9 or 10 people on the trip. So we have, of course, Cynthia, Kenya, Candy, Portia, Tanya, who is now a full-time housewife, Marlo, Latoya Forever, Drew Sidora, I guess this new girl, and I'm assuming Mal because it's Cynthia's bachelorette party, so I'm sure her sister's going to be there. Now, out of that list of 10 people that I just named, everybody is married except for Marlo, Tanya, and Portia. I don't know about Latoya Forever or the new girl, so I'm just saying from people that I know. So Love B. Scott went on to clear up the rumor. He said that he did not want the wrong names to be out in the internet streets, and he named Portia and Tanya as the two ladies that were involved in these activities. These are the two people that were named in this scandal. Coco says, right, same, definitely a new person, maybe Drew Sidora. And like I just showed you, Drew say, honey, she's happy and her foundation is solid. I did not know that she was married, but she is apparently happily married. Cliff says, can't be Portia. She blamed Candy for raping her. Well, this ain't got nothing to do with rape. These are adults making adult choices. So that wouldn't have anything to do with it. She would have willingly acted with this. Coco says, I still don't like her because of the show, The Game. Right? Nobody. And then what didn't help was that her name on the show was Drew Sidora. So, like, it really makes you not like her. Definitely not Candy. I seen people saying Candy estimates the woman is married. She would never. Exactly. And I think that a lot of people were saying Candy because we all know that Candy has been very open to, engaging in situations with other women, so that's why they're thinking that. But at the same time, like Coco saying, she is married, and I don't think that she would. I don't think that she'd do anything by herself. I feel like her and Todd might do things together. That's just my speculation, but I doubt that they would do anything separately. Coco says they look like they scissor. And if you have watched the show, Coco, you a fool. If you've been watching the show, Coco, you silly. If you've been watching this show, then you already know that Tanya and Portia are really good Judies, honey. They are really good girlfriends. And that's what they're saying is happening. Now, I can't remember what blog I got this from. I want to say from Layla Lynn over here on the YouTube. But Layla Lynn has been reporting this story for since it broke on Thursday. And they are saying that, okay, so the women were very highly intoxicated. And so the cameras did catch some of this girl on girl action. Now, the actual, sex act with the stripper was not caught on camera. But just a side note, Wendy Williams was the person who blew the lid on who the stripper was. Now, if you are a reality TV junkie like I am, then you have seen this stripper before. Only if you're a reality TV junkie like me. He was on the Lifetime show with Vivica Fox. Oh my gosh, I can't remember the name of the show, but it was kind of like Chocolate City type of thing. She was trying to make an all-meal review that would be that would go to Vegas, and he was one of the premier dancers on the show. His name is Bolo, the entertainer. So this is the stripper that was entertaining the ladies at the party. This is where all the scandal is coming from. This is where Coco is so silly, y'all. Coco's silly. I'm just gonna put that on the screen because I ain't saying that. I'm just letting y'all know who the stripper was. Or did I miss somebody? Did somebody come in and I missed it? But anywho, this is the stripper, yes, from the show, the Vivica Fox. This is, like I said, Bolo, the entertainer. Okay, he is the person who they are saying that the ladies went on to have their alleged affair with. Not affair, but canoodleization, rendezvous. Let's call it a rendezvous. Okay. I'm just gonna leave this here for a second. Just one more second as I take a sip. Okay. All right. Okay. So at the end of the night, allegedly, the camera stopped rolling, and these two ladies go into a room with the stripper Bolo, and the mics were still able to pick up some conversation. So there is some alleged audio from this encounter again, where again where they are, making sex noises and saying things such as "F me harder" and all this type of stuff. Now, before I keep going, I'm gonna see y'all comments. Cliff talking about Photoshop, hating voice. Stop it. Oh. Coco say, listen, if it's true, I see why. Now, okay, so this is all of the drama. This is all of the drama that has been going on, right? That's silly. That's so silly. So after everything came out again, I showed y'all some of the responses, but let me show y'all what the responses were from Portia. So let me pull that up for you really quick. Give me 1 second. I'm not giving my opinion one way or another. I'm just saying. So while all of the other ladies were categorically denying their involvement in in this scandal, Portia's first her first Instagram post afterward was this. She says, "Who's loving at Pampered by Portia? I'm warning you guys, now these sheets make it hard to get out of bed in the morning. They are truly the softest sheets I have ever felt. Try them yourself by heading to the website." So that was Portia's first response to everything that was going on. All right. So she posted this 2 days ago, which was what, Thursday. She posted that on Thursday. Also, she also posted this video, and this was posted yesterday. Have all the fun. Go all the way. Okay, let me stop this. Okay. So those were the responses from Portia. Before I show you Tanya's responses, tell me y'all's thoughts. Drop down in the comments right now and tell me your thoughts. First of all, I just think that Portia is hilarious. Okay, she's definitely making fun of it. Definitely, she's definitely not denying anything, but she also is one of the few wives that has not addressed it. Also, I don't think I've seen a response from Candy. While I'm thinking about it, I don't think I've seen a response from Candy. I've seen Kenya respond for Candy, but I haven't seen a response for Candy. So while y'all are dropping in the comments, I'm gonna go on Candy's page and see if I see her saying anything in particular, because I don't think she ever did respond. And Candy posts a lot. Oh, look at there. Looks like Claudia Jordan was there with them. Eva. Oh, it's a lot going on. So no, I don't see a actual response from Candy. Let's see. Let me see. Yeah, no. I don't see a response. Let me check. Let me see what y'all are saying. Let me see what y'all comments are saying. Let me drop this down. Let's see what your comments are saying. Coco says Drew was sounding like she was trying to get into something. No, I was with Shamia. They husbands can have all the fun and go all the way. You have no fun. You have some of the fun and go none of the way. Right. Portia is definitely playing along. You know, the first thing she does is post her sheets and talk about how she can't get out of bed and, have all of the fun. Shout out to the bachelor party. Portia is definitely milking this down. She definitely is. Cliff says she has nothing to lose. I mean, well, she doesn't. Portia is very single as far as we understand. However, what I will say is, oh, and before I make that comment, Coco says, low key, I think she's just trying to make Dennis jealous. I heard they broke up again. Yes. So according to, I don't remember what blog it was because I heard that they broke up like maybe 2 months ago, to be honest with you. But if you go onto her Instagram, I'm going to share the Instagram really quick because I want y'all to see it. Because I was doing a deep little dive. Let me go back to Portia real quick. If you go onto her Instagram, and one of the fans actually clocked this. So if you look here, this was the post right after the scandal talking about her sheets. Then we see them out to dinner, toasting and such. If you look on the screen while they're toasting at dinner, she does not have her engagement ring on. But if you look at this picture here, she does have her engagement ring on. So some fans were saying that she puts it on, she takes it off. They're unsure if her and Dennis are even still together. However, according to Love B. Scott, Portia Williams' ex-fiance Dennis McKinley wants you to know he is single ASFK. Oh, single as F. Okay, I get it. I was confused. He's single AF. I don't know why you would put ASFK. Who writes that? Anyway, and this came out today, this morning at like 10. It says, the Real Housewives of Atlanta star Portia Williams and her baby daddy / ex-fiance Dennis McKinley are not together. Dennis took to Instagram to declare that he's single AF just a day after Love B. Scott exclusively revealed that Portia was one of the women who got their peaches cobbled by a long dong stripper on the girls' trip to Charleston, South Carolina. It's unclear if they were together at the time Portia, along with Tanya Sam, had the alleged rump with the stripper, but Dennis makes it clear that they aren't right now. And he just simply put a black screen and said single as F. So, with that being said, I mean, Portia has absolutely nothing to lose, you know. She is a single woman out here in these streets. So I think that's why she is kind of milking it and going along with it. Like she's not categorically denying it. It might not be something that she can categorically deny. But do you want to know who is categorically denying it? That would be Miss Tanya Sam. Miss Tanya Sam is not having it. And after 2 days of speculation, she finally responded today, about 7 hours ago, and she said this. I want y'all to see it. She said, I will address this topic now and will not entertain this absurdity any further. The rumor circulating about me is not true. Tanya Sam. There was no additional caption. We have a few people in the side here in the comments. We see Monique from Real Housewives of Potomac said, we know sis, don't even worry, with some heart emojis. The hairstylist Alonzo Arnold said, girl, they say they say it was some freaky deaky going on. And you know, you have a few other people that responded. So this was Tanya's response. My question is, do you believe her? Let me jump down in the comments and see what y'all are saying. Coco says, low key, I think she, okay, I read that one. Cliff says, Bolo, coming to a city near you. He says, prices. You are goofy. Shut up. Look, child, I'm tired. I'm tired. Not tired. I'm tired. Okay. I want better for Portia. I do. Well, I'm glad that I don't want to. Well, let me before I say, I don't want to say that I'm glad that Portia and Dennis are not together because they have a child together. Now, if they did not have a child together, I would definitely be like, I'm glad that they're not together. But I hope that they are able to co-parent. But in all honesty, that relationship, in my opinion, was was doomed from the start. whether it started with the rumors from him kind of being out here being a little bit of a gigolo in Atlanta to the various rumors about him cheating on her. The fact they that they ended up pregnant so quickly and didn't even know each other. Like just the fact that they didn't want to move in together, like all of that stuff. You could see that that relationship was kind of doomed. I think that the second time that they got back together, it was kind of trying to save face because he did royally embarrass her last season of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So I think it was trying to save face, and they kind of split very quietly. It's I know it's been at least a month that they have not been following each other on Instagram. She's not been wearing her ring, and all of this kind of stuff. So yeah, yes, okay, for sure. I definitely want better for her. Uh, Coco says right. He was toxic. I was rooting for him at first. I mean, I wanted Portia to be happy and I wanted Portia to have a kid, but I'm not gonna lie and say I was rooting for their relationship. I believed Candy when Candy came to her and told her what she told her. I believed it from the beginning. You know. Um, Coco said, "Child, I don't know what to believe. I don't know what to believe." Now, again, this is all allegedly. Don't make me lie and tell you what blog, because I've been on all the blogs. Okay, I go on all the blogs and then I come and I condense it for y'all. So I don't remember. I want to say that I got this from Layla Lynn. Pretty sure she's done about 3 different videos about it, but allegedly there is audio. And one of the ladies that is involved is threatening legal action against Bravo to keep this this audio footage from airing. So that is what made me think that it possibly was Tanya Sam, just because um, I feel like she's the only one who would have a reason to make sure that this stuff did not come out. Also, allegedly, after the incident happened, the next day, there was a cast meeting to discuss the incident and discuss how the ladies were very upset that that is how the night ended. Now, if that will air, we do not know. But that also is something that is allegedly on film. On film. So we're trying to figure it all out, y'all. We're trying to figure it all out. So we have heard from the ladies, but we have to hear from Mr. Bolo himself. Okay, so I'm going to let y'all see what Mr. Bolo said. I'm gonna be so here's his Instagram, you guys. All right, and this was his response.
I'm not just a stripper, I'm the stripper. I built the entire brand of professionalism, and it don't just stop here. I got fans, followers, and supporters that's been around for years that can attest to that. The rumors and allegations that's going around right now, straight bullshit. Although I'm flattered to be in the same conversation.
All right, so that was Mr. Bolo's response. My question to you ladies is, do you believe him? Now, while I was watching Layla, she made a good point, and it was a very valid point. She said, you know, when you are dealing with strippers and people that are in the that would be kind of considered the adult industry, they are paid for discretion. So even if it did happen, would he actually tell? You know, or 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 would he just not say anything at all and just kind of let it float, float, float? So that takes me to my final question. Do you believe it, or is this a stunt? I don't know. I'm really confused, you guys. This entire thing, don't get me wrong, honey, I have been eating it up and sipping slow. But here's the thing, we all know that Nene is no longer on the show, and some believe that Nene's departure from Real Housewives of Atlanta is going to inevitably cause a drop in ratings. So it could be that Bravo is cooking this up just so that we can make sure that we have ratings for this upcoming season. I mean, number one, um, Nene's gone. Number two, we have, the virus out here. So shooting and filming, I'm sure it's going to be a lot drier than usual. You can't have the usual parties and gatherings and lunches and things that we're used to seeing on these type of reality shows. So they have to have something that is dramaful, in order to make us people want to watch. I'm gonna be honest, it didn't matter about this scandal. I was gonna watch Real Housewives of Atlanta season 13 with or without it, but I'm ready. I'm still gonna watch it. I just don't know if I believe that this is true or not. I dropped the link down in the chat box. If you all would like to, if anyone would like to jump on and give your opinion, please feel free to click the link. I would love to hear from my audience. Or, again, you can always drop down in the chat. So some of your let me read some of your responses here. Cliff says, well, if it is on film, Bravo will play. They don't care. Now, that could be very true because when we heard all of this drama about the Real Housewives of Potomac and the fight, and we found out that they were filming when the fight happened, I honestly did not think that Bravo was going to play the fight. But they didn't just play the fight, like they played the fight. Like they didn't do this VH1 black screen scuffle, scuffle, black screen, shaking screen. Like they played the entire fight. So if this did happen on film, or well, like we said, the alleged hookup did not happen on film. But even if the girl on girl action, if that happened on film, they're definitely going to show it. And if there's audio, I am sure Bravo is good for throwing some audio. They're good. That's been the issue. That was the issue that made Eva and Nene fall out, was because they still had hot mics. Bravo's good for a hot mic moment. Okay, you're good for it. Okay, let me see what else y'all are saying. Um, Coco says, I think he telling the truth. I kind of believe gossip in the city. I do. And speaking of gossip in the city, I mean, gossip in the city tends to be pretty like she knows what's happening. She's pretty straightforward. However, I say the same thing about Love B. Scott. Love B. Scott was like one of the first people to let us know about all of the drama between Bravo and Nene. So it's like one of those things it's coming from two blogs that seem to be somewhat reputable. Like there aren't many stories that have been walked back by either blog. So it really goes to who do you believe? Now, I'm not gonna lie, I do believe that Portia was a part. But when I heard about Tanya, that threw me for a loop. I did not expect Forever Fiance Tanya to be out here bouncing on the schlong. Cliff says non-disclosure agreement. That's HIPAA violation. um, I mean, I guess he could have been cracking some backs, but I'm sure ain't nobody signed no papers. Loco says, I don't believe it. This stunt was extra AF. It does definitely seem kind of stuntish, but I'm here for it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of here for it. Also, who was it? One of my girlfriends was saying like they just don't need strippers because y'all remember the stripper from seasons ago that Phaedra brought. I cannot remember his name. I cannot remember his name, but clearly the ladies of the Real Housewives of Atlanta do not need to be around strippers, honey, because something always happens. Something always goes wrong when strippers come around with them. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. I don't know if Atlanta is going to be coming on time. Normally, Atlanta starts airing the first like Sunday of November. Well, that's less than a month away, and we have not seen any trailers. So I'm thinking that most likely Bravo, because they don't have as much like as many shows and things because of the pandemic. I'm thinking that they probably are going to not start airing RHOA until RHOP ends. And I think RHOP is going to definitely run. We're only on episode 10, so we still have at least 10 weeks. And then, reunion about 3 episodes, so probably about 13 more weeks. And they'll probably throw Atlanta in right around the end. So I'm not expecting to see RHOA until maybe Christmas time. And normally that is when they stop shooting. Like they stop shooting right around Christmas. So who knows how much footage they've gotten because they've been shooting since about June or July. And like I said, with the virus and everything out here, this honestly is probably going to be the biggest scandal that they're going to get. But right before I close out, I do want to talk about Portia and this scandal because this is not a good look for Portia Luther King, okay? From what we have heard through the grapevine, this season of Real Housewives of Atlanta was going to be heavily focused around Portia and her, her activist work, especially in the fight against arresting Breonna Taylor's murderers. And you know, it's kind of like we were seeing Portia evolve. We were seeing her kind of change reputation from this ditzy person to someone who was pushing forward the Hosea Williams legacy. But it seems like the princess or the queen of Thoughtlandia is never far away, and this could possibly just derail all of the good and the change in brand that we were starting to see from Portia. So to me, that's a very drastic contrast from her being Portia Luther King to over here riding the bull, as Kenya Moore said. Now, would I blame her for riding the bull? But that's definitely a change. And it kind of dilutes the change that we have been seeing in her. I'm going to One more time, I'm going to drop the link just in case anyone wants to come on. Remember, if you want to come on, you don't have to be on camera. You can just use your voice. You can be on screen or just talk to me. Don't have me out here. Y'all don't have me out here talking to myself. But let me read y'all's comments. Coco says, not forever fiance. I'm just saying, allegedly what? She's been engaged for like what, 8 years? At this point, boo. Y'all are common law married. And the streets are saying that, I don't know her fiance's name, but the streets are saying that he is out here dipping it and doing it himself. I don't know if that's true. I hope that is not true. I hope that Tanya is not involved in this scandal. However, that's what the streets are saying. That's what the streets are saying. I ain't say it. The streets said it. Coco says, "Yeah, I need to know who, because Tanya don't seem like she down. Tanya just does not seem like that type of person. She does not. She seems very much so like uptight. I don't want to say prudish, but like, what I'm saying. She seems very much so reserved and all this stuff. And y'all don't sit up here. And I know they're saying like the girls were super drunk and super wasted, but let me tell y'all something. These women are not 20, 21, 22, 23 year olds. These women are late 30s, 40s, and 50s. There is no such thing as being that wasted to where you don't even know what you bouncing on. Like, no, that's not an excuse. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that. I just don't see that to be Tanya. Like, you could have said, I would have believed Marlo before Tanya. And I know, wouldn't have believed Marlo, because Marlo ain't out here doing nothing for free. I ain't Wait, that came out wrong, because it make it sound like she's out here. But I'm just saying, Marlo's not fooling with no stripper. Okay, she's not paying for it. She's not the financer. She's the financee. Yes, she has been. She's been Portia Luther King. She's been Portia Luther King out here, and I'm loving to see it. I'm loving to see it. I'm loving to see the activism and all the things that she's doing. I'm just saying that is a very stark contrast, especially if, as we've been hearing, the show is going to be heavily focused around her activism. Like, so it's like Bravo's going to show her on this super, super high, pedestal, doing all this tough work. And then it's like she goes to the bachelorette party and, honey, let loose. Activists like to get freaky too. I mean, that's true. I mean, meanwhile, we talking about Portia Luther King. We can talk about Martin Luther King, but I digress. I ain't finna go down that road. Y'all ain't finna get mad at me. She got turned in confinement. It all makes sense now. Look, I'm just saying. That's what Kenya said riding the bull. I didn't say that. That's what Kenya said. I didn't say it. That wasn't what I said. All right, you guys. I just wanted to get on here and hear y'all's thoughts on this topic, because when I was reading it, when I was going through my blogs, oh my goodness, I was out. Look, it's so mystic, and I love it. I told you I was sipping and eating. I'm here for it. I do think that this is definitely a stunt. I don't know if anything happened. I don't know if they're releasing this just so that it can sound really good and make us want to watch. But regardless, I was going to watch anyway. And I hope that we see some receipts. Like I said, allegedly, people are threatening legal action to keep things from being seen. But we already see what happens when you try to threaten legal action with Bravo. Bravo is a machine. Okay. And so far, we have a few housewives or married to medicine wives or whatever, who have tried to threaten legal action against Bravo, and that is gone absolutely nowhere. So if they want to show it, they're definitely going to show it. I'm just saying. Oh my gosh, there was one more thing I wanted to ask y'all. Oh, what was it? Oh, okay, I remember. We're gonna close out on this. This was the last thing that I wanted to ask y'all. Hold on, let me make a banner for it because I forgot to put it in my notes. So again, this was all for Cynthia Bailey's bachelorette party. Today is 10 10 20, which we all know Cynthia made Cynthia was very adamant to say that this was going to be her wedding day. And the hashtag chill wedding happened today in Atlanta. She had, or she invited 250 guests. What are your thoughts about Cynthia and this massive wedding? A 250 person wedding is massive, you guys. It's massive, just, it's a huge wedding just for like day to day. So, especially now during the virus, during Miss Rona, this is a major, major, major event. And they did claim that they did claim that they, took extra precautions. But what are your thoughts on it? Like, how many precautions can you take with 250 people in Atlanta, which is one of the hot spots for this virus? And yeah, I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna pull up what they said were the restrictions and safety measures. There we go. The safety measures that they said that they were going to have. So give me 1 second. I'm pulling that up for y'all. But I want y'all to drop down in the comments while I pull that up. Drop down in the comments. Tell me your thoughts, because I just think 250 is a lot. A lot. So this is reported by People. It says ahead of the wedding, Cynthia Bailey and fiance Mike Hill hired a team to come and deep clean the venue. Cynthia can't wait to say I do to fiance Mike Hill in front of her friends and family, her masked friends and family, that is, ahead of her Georgia wedding on today. The Real Housewives of Atlanta star opens up to People about the strict COVID-19 precautions she put in place in order to ensure the security of their guests. She says, Usually, my concern before the wedding would be more focused on a lot of the aesthetics of the wedding. However, because we are getting married in a pandemic, the focus has turned to, do we have thermometers for the temperature checks? Do we have sanitizer stations? We aren't messing around, she adds. The couple is set to wed at the Governor's Town Club in Ackworth, Georgia. The ceremony was originally set to take place outdoors to accommodate their 250-person guest list, but due to impending weather from Hurricane Delta, the ceremony was forced to be moved indoors. So not only is it 250 people, but it's 250 people indoors. Luckily, she says, luckily it's big enough to be inside and still social distance. But spreading out seats isn't all the couple is doing. Ahead of the wedding, Bailey and Hill hired a team from Sanitary Facilities Maintenance to deep clean the venue with professional cordless electrostatic handheld sprayer. And before entering the ceremony, guests will be required to sign a COVID waiver, undergo temperature checks, and be asked to wash their hands. We will have hand sanitizing stations throughout the venue, and everyone must be wearing a mask at all times. It's not optional. We want to make people feel comfortable and not look irresponsible. Um, we've been super transparent with everyone about what will be required. We're doing everything we possibly can. And if a guest doesn't have their own mask, not to worry. Um, former reality housewife Former Real Housewives of New York City star Jill Zarin sent her friend a supply of masks for the special day. They will also be passing out face shields as well. Jill made all of my masks. My wedding is going to look like a masquerade ball. As for the reception, social distancing dots will be placed throughout the venue to promote a safe environment for all guests. We're not doing the traditional round tables where everyone has a name tag and everyone sits together. We have food stations. This is a moving around wedding. We can literally stand outside and drink and eat if we want to. There's no formality. We want people to feel free and safe. So, what are your thoughts after hearing what they claim to be are their precautions for the wedding? Let's see. Cheryl Blair, my mommy, says super spreader event. Kelsha says 250 guests. That screams Rona. Coco says, right. I smell outbreak. Exactly. Um, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I get it. I get that you want to have your wedding, and I also get that it's filmed. So, Bravo's probably fitting the bill. So, since Bravo's fitting the bill, honey, go ahead and get your coin. However, especially we're in Atlanta, or Ackworth, whatever, it's Atlanta. You're in Atlanta, which is a hot spot. You don't know what people are bringing in. There are people that are asymptomatic. Just because you're checking temperatures doesn't mean that they are not asymptomatic. I appreciate everybody having masks, but why put yourself in that situation? I get that she wanted to get married on today. So just my opinion, to me, would have been smart to just do a small ceremony with your family and your friends, about 10 good people. I mean, this is not either one of you's first wedding. So, the pomp and circumstance is not necessary. Do a small wedding, and then maybe Real Housewives season 14, y'all do a huge anniversary party. You know what I'm saying? So you still could have gotten married on 10/10/20, which is what she really wanted, but not getting this is definitely a super spreader event. And I'm surprised that the city of Ackworth is allowing her to have this event. I don't care how much you deep clean, you don't know who is coming in and what they're bringing. To me, it just seems kind of short sighted and irresponsible, even with the precautions that they're taking. And it seems like, of course, that's adding excess costs to the wedding that are not necessary, and weddings are already expensive, and so to even have to add that, it's just, to me, it just seems very short-sighted and irresponsible. um but I'm going to show y'all this video. She did post a video. Cynthia posted a video on her Instagram to show the precautions and the cleaning that they are taking for the wedding. So I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt. I want y'all to see it. I don't agree, but I'm just letting you see it. Oh no, we can't play this, honey. Not with this music. Shh. Okay, so no music. I love the song that she chose, but y'all ain't finna flag down my video. Not over here on the YouTube. All right, and the caption reads, Sanitary Facilities Maintenance Inc. strives to provide only the highest quality disinfectant systems to our customers. The professional cordless electrostatic handheld sprayer is designed to save time and labor, spray less liquid, and cover more surface. The handheld sprayer can cover 2,800 square feet per tank. The electrostatic sprayer patented technology provides an electrical charge to solutions allowing us to wrap conductive certain blah 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 blah. So basically, this is just like an ad to let you know who she's using and how they're cleaning it. And then she says, thanks Senator for helping us take all the necessary steps to ensure the health of our guests tomorrow. Mass temperature checks, social distancing, and face shields required. Hashtag support Black owned business. Hashtag COVID conscious. I ain't here for it personally. This is definitely a super spreader event in my opinion. And I just want to see 2 weeks later how many people have COVID. Sorry. But anyway, you guys, that's it. That's all I have to say about today's topics. I know I have not been on live, but thank y'all for joining me. I really appreciate it. I'd be missing y'all so much. I probably won't be on live. My lives are going to be really sporadic right now. Probably won't be one for a while. Probably not until November, but we will see. Be on the lookout for a collab that I have with LQ Love that will be coming very, very shortly. Make sure that y'all are checking out my latest videos. I just dropped my Myrtle Beach vlog. So if you have not seen that, please check it out and see how we did vacation safely during this quarantine. Also, join me each week as I give you reviews on the Real Housewives of Potomac. Y'all already know I am here for all of this Real Housewives tea. And I want to give a special shout out to my beauties. I see we have Cheryl Blair, Clifton Parker, a couple of my beauties in the building. Remember, if you would like to be a beauty and join my Patreon for as little as $5 a month, one hand, $5 a month, you can click the link down in my description box and join. You get early access to my content, like for instance, my Myrtle Beach vlog. My beauties had access to it 2 days before the rest of the YouTube. They also get custom content and a host of other things, as well as producer credits at the end of my videos. So y'all, please make sure that if you support me, you go over there and join my Patreon. Shout out to my beauties. Yes, Coco, I'm excited. It's gonna be a really fun collab. This is gonna be my first collab. I've never done an official collab, so I'm super excited to do it. And before we head out, I'm gonna give a special shout out to my beauties. So here they go. I have to update this video because we have some new beauties. So before I update this video, you guys, now is your time to join Patreon so that you can be added onto this new video. All right, so thank y'all again for tuning in. If you like this video, please do not forget to share because sharing is caring. And I probably will actually be leaving this video up. You know, normally I don't leave my lives up, but I actually will be leaving this video up because I want to be able to reference this when the season comes out and see how much of this story is actually true. All right, you guys, I'll see y'all next time. Love y'all. Peace.